Columbus, Ohio. John Forsland, Thomas Hickey, Jody Shelley, Andy Petrillo. We are set to go. Charlie Coyle, Nick Suzuki on the draw. Sit back and enjoy prime Monday night hockey tonight from the Buckeye State.
Well, we're waiting for the pace to pick up. I think we found it. Wow, how about that by Provorov?
Provorov just laid out Slavkovsky. Demidov goes to work. Slavkovsky in front, shut down by Jeff Reeves.
We talked a lot about that third line. They are matched up against Suzuki here. And it looks like it's going to be the hard matchup for most of the night for the Blue Jackets and the Montreal Canadiens.
Bolduc had it, lost it. Olivier resets. Werenski right in for a chance. He scores! Zach Werenski. 13:02 left to go. Period one. The Blue Jackets on that cannon blast are off and running.
To get to this point, if you're the Montreal Canadiens, pretty typical. Rim around the wall, it's a tough job. There's always a ton of pressure, but another kick back to the point, and it's Werenski. You can give him a little bit of time, he'll take forever. If you give him a ton of time, he's going to walk right down into the front of the net, and Jody, it looked like he took something off of that.
Yeah, he's got a really keen eye for the offensive zone, studies where to put pucks and what, depending on the position he's in, and there he went low glove, left-handed shot coming down the middle.
Save themselves a little bit. You don't need to compound things. You don't need to make it harder. Try going north with that thing.
Alexander Carrier under some duress. Sillinger shot. Great stop by Dobish. He's got it in Montreal history. Soleno through the slot all the way across. Matheson kicked out by Greaves. He gets the rebound opportunity.
Just the way he's playing, but how his attitude is, an appreciation of being here with the big club.
We saw him last week in Edmonton. He kicks that one out, and he gets the rebound again.
From Struble up top, I mean, not a guy known for his puck skills, backhand to forehand, and just put it in there. You got bodies around the net. That's the hunger that Marty St. Louis wants to see. But much like that Matheson shot and the other dipper we saw on Dobish, you just get it there, deliver it, and you're going to have chances secondary right after that.
Yeah, and it's because the white jerseys.
With a cycle. It's cycled out here by Slavkovsky. He'll draw it away from the Taychuk. Uri Slavkovsky down low, curling out. The Habs go to work. Demidov right in. An opportunity for Matheson. A shot, and they score! Oliver Kapanen in the dead slot. Set up beautifully by Mike Matheson. And with 15-13 left to go in the second period, the Canadiens have tied it.
Everything so far for the Montreal Canadiens in the first and in the second. It starts with a point shot, and then you get good position because you got a group that's going to chase and have to play one-on-one and try to find their way to sort it out. And watch Matheson as he comes down and wiggles below the goal line. That's all the movement that it creates. So somebody's one step behind. And what a great little play that was by Matheson to find an open Kapanen. And from your vantage point, Jody, must have looked like he was standing all alone.
I was getting dizzy watching all the movement by the Montreal Canadiens in the offensive zone. They were snapping the puck around.
By Dante Fabro. He leads Columbus in terms of block shots. Marchenko dump and chase. Fantilli overskates it. Now down low. The Canadiens attempt to pry it out. Marchenko for Fantilli. He scores! Adam Fantilli staked out in the dead slot. Marchenko has points in 12 straight now, and Columbus recaptures a one-goal lead.
But didn't find himself alone. This one started here. Marchenko, he sees Fantilli. It just bounces over his stick, but the perfect idea. That's what ignites the forecheck of the Columbus Blue Jackets. And as they get to work, if you're the Montreal Canadiens, you're in the right spot. You either play the puck, you play the man, but if you don't play either, the puck's in the back of your net.
Below the goal line again, attack to that middle of the ice, and you can see Fantilli. He's just in the weeds. There is traffic, but enough room for him to get that shot away.
Around the horn, Marchenko. Fantilli out in front, just by Monahan. Marchenko for Werenski, who's hounded there by Evans a bit. Marchenko again with a shot. He scores! Kirill Marchenko with Voronkov out in front. The big guy had a stick down, and Dmitry Voronkov takes it 3-1. Canadiens try to answer back with Suzuki. It was blocked, and it caught Charlie Coyle high. He'll go to the bench. Suzuki in front. Here's a chance. Oh, Greaves says no on Zach Bolduc.
A role for them at center ice. It sort of pushed Sillinger over to more of a role player type of position. And Johnson, I mean, he's beaming with skill. It's only a matter of time before he plays a bigger and bigger part here.
The crisscross, Lane Hudson. Slavkovsky pops out to it, winds a shot off the backside of Hudson. Evans turned out by Greaves. Suzuki indirects a pass for Caulfield that's cut off by Matejchuk. And now Cole Sillinger on the off wing. Steams in for a power move, denied by Dobish. Christensen. Anderson attempting to get to the puck, pinching down is Lane Hudson. He's got it. He'll crank it up. He'll stutter step a couple of times on Monahan. A winding shot off a bevy of humanity is scored on. Josh Anderson jumps on it. And the Canadiens have life. With 11:32 left to go in regulation, the Canadiens are within one.
TV timeout. You've got some time on the bench, and clearly, Marty St. Louis said, I need one from you guys. First of all, it was Anderson dancing through the neutral zone. That's what ended up creating this. You got Columbus players skating the wrong way now. You watch the big bounce, but you also watch the hands from Anderson to pull that thing down. Just an outstanding job for him the second he jumped over, but that's not easy. And I think Columbus is probably looking to make sure he didn't cup that thing, but for Anderson, massive goal for him and the Habs.
Well, I was watching Marty St. Louis after that puck went in. He went right to his group, and especially the defenseman crisscross at the top of the line.
On a nice read, he'll take it back. Great places with Lane Hudson. Winding shot, tipped on by Caulfield and denied by Greaves. Noah Dobson faking that shot. Olivier still without his stick. Dobson trading places with Hudson, who has it now. His shot tipped in! It pinballs home with 1:19 left. Lane Hudson from downtown, and the Canadiens have tied it.
Make a pass through somebody when other times you wouldn't. Watch Hudson from up top. Just a great job of picking on Matthew Olivier. He's the guy without the stick, but eventually as this comes around, just a great job to find a seam for Hudson. We mentioned Slavkovsky. He's got to be in front of the net in that situation. He takes the eyes away of Jet Greaves.
Yeah, and the movement at the top here, Hudson, everything goes through him offensively. Slavkovsky off to the back door, too, and that takes Jet Greaves just a little bit of attention away. He's deep in his net, and that's when Slavkovsky slides in front and takes away the eyes.
Cole Caulfield tries to work it on Provorov, who denied him the ice, and now Slavkovsky's centering pass is blocked, and each team has secured 1 point in the standing.
This will be interesting. Possession off this opening face-off of overtime.
How about the contrast too, Jody? You got three giants on the other side. I mean, Monahan's not huge, but Werenski and Marchenko, it's really a game of keep away now as the...
Read beautifully by Caulfield. Here come the Canadiens. Cole Caulfield pulls up, lays it back through the slot. A shot. Greaves says no on Demidov.
What a save, and Greaves wants this thing to just run out. Second time he's flipped that thing off to play some more overtime.
9 seconds left. Isaac Lundestrom will circle around and lay it back. Fantilli, 2 seconds on the clock. We go to shootout. 2 on the season. Kent Johnson, one of the young stars for the Columbus Blue Jackets on Jakub Dobish. And he scores beautifully off his backhand.
Jody, you knew this was coming. Take us
So
through.
deceptive, and he's got a couple moves here. He missed this last game against the Rangers on his backhand. It's haunted him for 2 days, and there he got it, top shelf.
41% in his career. Deliberate again. Stopped by Greaves.
Watch the confidence in this guy.
3 for 3. We'll watch for that. He scores! It trickles off the stick of Dobish.
Caulfield the goal, and he went 5-hole. A change of pace for Marchenko at the last second. Dobish going to want that back. His stick was in the right spot. It was just over.
19-year-old Ivan Demidov with their hope. Greaves gets that one. The Columbus Blue Jackets win the shootout.
The fans before they hit the road. How about Jet Greaves? Big saves all night, and this was his biggest. How about the one in overtime, too? They got a good thing going here for the Blue Jackets right now, and Demidov had his spot. Jet squeezed it.
And Demidov had the chance in overtime. Here's the final hope for Montreal. And the flap is
He
down.
had a hole there, didn't he, Demidov? That's where he was looking at. So you see him squeeze it right there.
Points in 5 straight for the Columbus Blue Jackets.